Hey y'all, this is Monique and Bandits gang, and we just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Really come from nothing, young nigga what dog, yeah. Grew up on that block, how we knew it fucking hustle. He trying to find it.
All right, y'all, so we have Monique off the porch today. Who do you got sitting with you behind you right now?
Hello, this is Bandits Block. This is Bandit's younger brother, Demetrius, also known as Lil Bandit. This is my nephew, Fat, my nephew Quinn, my nephew Damien, my nephew Tay, my brother Trey, and these are Bandits boys, Cario and Chance.
Oh, I love that. You got the whole gang with
The
you.
whole
I know
gang.
that's right. Now, I know that you guys are from South Atlanta, so tell me a little bit about South Atlanta.
Well, they grew up between College Park and Riverdale for the most part. They was all born in Riverdale, but I pretty much raised them over in the College Park area, so back and forth between.
And for people who don't know, you are here in the memory of Blue Bandit, who unfortunately passed away. You were his mother.
Yes.
So how would you describe Blue Bandit?
So he was murdered. He was taken away from us on January the 8th, 20 days before his 21st birthday. Very humble person. He loved music. Began to slow down when he had his two little boys. But he was just a very humble, life of a party. Always stayed in his own lane. People always gravitated to him, and he always tried to see the good in everybody, no matter who it was.
And how would you describe y'all's relationship? Were y'all like super close?
That's my ride or die. That's my ride or die. We bumped heads a whole lot, but that's my ride or die. So.
What would you say was your favorite memory of your son?
Ooh, it's so many of them. Definitely him giving me these grandkids. I'm grateful for that. He loved animals. Bugs, animals, frogs, turtles. He loved turtles and dogs. Those was his favorite. If he see a turtle in the street or anything, he'd be trying to get out and get it when he was younger. So he definitely loved animals.
And what do you think Blue Bandit really valued the most in life?
He valued his family, and he was big on loyalty, friendship, very, very big on loyalty.
What would you say were some life lessons that you really instilled in you?
Going hard. Anything that you do in life, go hard, put your all into it. Don't half-ass anything. Make the best out of everything.
And I was on his Instagram and I saw that there was a screenshot of a text message where you talked about losing him and just like all of the craziness that's been going on. So tell us about the emotions that you've been feeling with everything that's going on around us, as far as like gun violence and things like that.
It's just been really, really crazy. It's been really, really crazy. I met a young lady, and she helped me to kind of understand and get through this process, because she had just lost her son a few months prior to me losing Bandit. And so when I lost him, it's like everything stopped.
It's okay if you could let it out on the porch. It's okay.
It was just very, very hard. And then, the word is just getting really, really crazy. some of his other friends done got killed since. Friends, enemies, whatever, that he had. People, young fellas that's been at my house on a daily basis. They're coming up, they're dying. And, it's just a hurtful situation. My baby boy here, back in September, my house got shot up. Bandit wasn't there, he was with his family. And to this day, he's still walking around with a bullet in his leg that they can't take out. And so that was the first wake-up call. And then, just losing Bandit, losing him to gun violence my thing is, yeah, we doing all this protesting and stuff about the police, but we got to start at home, because home is bad at home, and it's us killing us. We rather go out here and march for the police, and I'm not against that or anything like that, but if we don't take care of home first, it's pointless for us to go and be protesting to about these polices and stuff like that, because we killing each other every day. So what we gonna do about us?
As a mother losing your son to gun violence, how has your grieving process been?
All over the place. It's an undescribable type of pain. Undescribable. And any mother that has lost her child, those are the only ones that can understand. Yeah, we lose our grandparents, that's expected. We bury our parents, that's expected, the older generation. But when you lose a child whose life hasn't even fully started yet, that's different. And it hurts. It hurts beyond measure.
And how would you say you've been able to, stay positive and really stay motivated to carry his legacy on?
Between my grandkids and everything that he has left for me to do, I feel like, that was the close of his chapter, and the beginning of my chapter to continue on. Because a lot of people leave this world and they don't have any memories, they don't have any legacies to carry on and stuff. And he gave me a whole lot to work with, a whole lot to work with his music, raising these boys, and just keeping his vision going,
Now, getting into his music, who were some of the people that you could catch him listening to?
He definitely liked Lil Baby. He liked Lil Baby. He liked Slime Life Shouty, Schoolie. He liked Schoolie. At first he didn't like NBA Youngboy. Mm-hmm. And I was playing his music one day and he was like, turn that mess off. but it was a particular song and I don't remember, and that's what really got him into, liking NBA Youngboy.
And when did you notice his passion for music?
He's always liked music. He never showed interest in doing music until about 4 years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago. And he really didn't start taking it serious until about a couple years, about 2-3 years ago.
So when did you notice that, okay, my son is really serious about this rap stuff?
He went to the studio with somebody that I knew that did music and stuff. And when they came to the house and played the song, he was so excited about it, and the song sounded really good. And that was the start for him. That was the start. He started doing music wherever he can go to do music at. He got a lot of music. He still has a lot of music out there. that hasn't been released yet. He got a lot of music with a lot of friends. Everybody wanted to start doing music with him and stuff like that. So about 2-3 years ago is when he really started taking it serious.
And how was the support when it came to Blue Bandit as an artist?
He has a huge support team.
It goes beyond this. Like,
He has a huge
it's
support
massive.
team.
Like in real life, you will already think he was a little baby or he was a Drake. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how big his entourage, his support team, his background, his everything is. Like, you really, when you heard of Blue Bandit or when you heard the name Blue Bandit, you was like, oh, and you seen all these people. So.
Oh, I love that. And what impact would you guys say that Blue Bandit had on those around him, his music?
He made it, himself being such a humble person. There's so many young people that look up to him. When he passed and we had the candle lighting, like the parking lot was packed. I didn't even know he knew half of the people that he knew, or, you know, half the people knew him, you know, even as just a person and an artist. So he impacted a lot of young people, especially a lot of young men looked up to him.
Okay, now tell us about the Dirty Blue Money merch.
Dirty Blue Money, DBM for short, is Bandit's merch line. This was his original logo drawing. He drew it himself, the Dirty Blue Money. And then I had a graphic designer to come and he created the hand, the Dirty Blue Money actual logo. Mm-hmm. So this was something Bandit had created. And so we have all kind of merch, clothes, and we're pushing it.
Everybody.
Everybody.
All sizes.
Yep, so this is one of his projects that he had started. So he has a lot of things that I'm definitely going to continue to push on.
And where can we purchase the Dirty Blue Money merch?
Right now, you can hit me up on his Instagram at Blue Bandit or my Instagram at my_Saucier, SAUCIER.
Or DBM Entertainment.
Or DBM_entertainment. Those are our 3 Instagram sites. I haven't had my page completely set up yet, but it is in the works, it's in the process. So you can hit me up on Instagram and let me know what you want. It's pictures on Instagram as well, so you can go and look and see what we have.
And you guys dropped his project, Life of a Bandit, this year. Tell us about this project.
So Life of a Bandit, we were working to drop it on his birthday, January the 28th, you know, but circumstance, you know, it happened with him. And, but we was able to finally just push through, you know, all the crying and, you know, heartache and everything. And I just made the decision, me and my sister, we made the decision, we got to drop the album because that's what he wanted to do. So March the 28th, we put together an album release party and dropped his album. He did a little project management with Authentic Empire for a little bit. So a couple of them came out to support Demetrius. A couple of them came out to support at the album release party. It was a really, you know, great success. So everybody was excited about the album. We had to keep pushing the dates back because somebody kept trying to steal his music on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, so they was taking his music and they was putting they wasn't even changing the name, I mean the words or their voices or anything. They were just putting their name on it like it was their music. So, but we finally was able to get it pushed out on March the 28th, so.
And congratulations on that release. I got to listen to it, and I would definitely say he was cold, for sure.
Thank you.
Now, how did you guys feel after the project was finally finished and put out for the world to listen to it?
I felt like that was his ending. That was his exit. You know, his plan was finished, and now mine has started.
And what's your favorite song from The Life of a Bandit?
Without You. He wrote that song for me. Without You.
And you guys are opening up a recording studio in memory of him this weekend. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we was definitely working on, you know, a lot of different things and stuff. And one of them was a recording studio so that he could be able to, you know, go in, do his music, because a lot of times when he was going through something, that's when he wrote his best music. And it's crazy, but just about every song on his album is actual life situations, things that he actually experienced in life. His album tells his life story, and that's why it was called Life of a Bandit. The studio, I'm very, very excited about the studio. This has been definitely a journey. It's been a headache. I didn't know fully what I was getting myself into, but it's definitely all worth it. The grand opening is tomorrow, and that's everything that we do it on the 28th of a month for the significance of his birthday.
And tell us about why you guys decided to open up this studio.
It was one of our projects that he and I was working on. And now that he's not here, I have to continue his legacy on, definitely for his kids, you know, for his brother, so that they will, you know, always have something to reflect on. And, you know, my goal is to have his music heard everywhere, have everybody to know who Blue Bandit is, you know, and so that's my focus right there, and I'm really excited about it.
And do you guys plan on releasing some of his unreleased music that he still has?
Yes,
Most
definitely.
It's a must. A couple songs has already been released, like Black Lives Matter, Lost Souls, and like 3 more other ones that wasn't on the album. You know, of course his entourage and his people knew about him, but of course, you know, the world hadn't heard him. So once we just released them as singles, so it's more to come. There's most definitely more to come.
And the Black Lives Matter song, it was a song that he had started recording, and I never even knew about it until after he had passed. And one of his good friends, Hood Month, I took him in the studio and asked him to put a verse on it to finish the song. And it's dope. It's really dope. And he speaks on everything that's going on now. But one of the main things that he said in this song was young little bitty boys, we need to stand up and get our mess together.
He always included himself on everything that was going on, you know, because he knew he was in the street. He knew that he wanted to come out and promote his music and get into his music. So his way of teaching everybody and telling everybody was he was also through his music, but he was also teaching himself. So I'm not saying y'all this, y'all that, y'all this. I'm saying no, we as a whole, we all got to get together. I got 2 little boys that I got to take care of. I got a little brother that I got to look after. I got a little sister that I got to look after. All these cousins and uncles, you know, they all look up to him. They all look up to me. So he's seeing it as a whole. We got to get our stuff together as young black men because it starts with us. Nobody else but us. So y'all should most definitely check it out. If you haven't heard it, you should most definitely check it out.
And just touching back on the studio, where is it located and the name of it as well?
The studio is Bandit Studios. It's located in Jonesboro at 7718 North Main Street, and it's Suite C. And the grand opening is tomorrow from 12 to 3. So anybody want to pull up, come out, support. Vendors.
Food will be served. Recording time would be, you know, it's prizes to be given away.
Yeah, we'll be raffling off studio time, raffling off videos, 4K videos, beats and stuff like that. So it's an opportunity for the community. You know, it's an opportunity for the community as well. So
This is
just
so
carrying on his thing, his legacy as going back to Black Lives Matter. We got to get it together. If we go in the studio, we constantly focusing on our music and we constantly focus on positive. We don't have time to be in the streets. We don't have time to get in the truck. We don't have time to run into the police and, you know, and they killing us and they shooting us. You know, we just had an altercation the other night with the police. Thought it was 2 black boys in a van by themselves. Once they pulled us over, they saw it was a whole family. So the only thing they could do, the 2 of them walked up, but the only thing they could do was just give us a little ticket. So that just goes back to say, if we go ahead and get the studio up, we're gonna take a lot of these kids that don't have nothing to do, that turns to music, that turns to, you know, that don't have to turn to the streets. We're gonna get them all back in the studio.
Oh, I love that so much. Y'all are doing an amazing job with carrying his legacy as well.
thank you.
And before we wrap up, what is the one thing that you want everybody to know about your son's legacy?
His music tells his story, and it also tells the story of not only our young black men, but this generation and period, you know, that doesn't have a platform, that are not able to, you know, speak or be heard. So his music is that platform to show the struggle that, you know, our boys are dealing with on a daily basis, you know, and it could possibly help somebody, you know, it could possibly help somebody.
And any last words or shout outs before we wrap it up as well?
I want to definitely shout out to my team. It's family oriented. Bandit is definitely big on family. The kid's mom, she couldn't be here because she had to work today, Charlize. And I just want to thank everybody that imparted some type of way into his life, that made some type of impact on his life, you know, that just took that 1 second to just listen to him, to talk to him, to listen to him, you know, to be there for any type of support. You know, those are the people, you know, I appreciate those people. His ride or dies, you know, but definitely most important, his grandparents. He loved his grandparents, his father, but you know, his team. I appreciate all of these guys for everything that they've been doing to help me, you know, help me get through this process. When I do my breakdowns, you know, and they come in spurts and stuff, because it's really, really hard. But just knowing that you have a team, knowing that you got a backbone to be there to support you, I think he's pleased. I believe he's pleased. And that's what I want the people to know about Bandit. Yeah, he was in the streets, but his heart was pure. He had a very pure heart and was very, very loyal to anything that he came in touch with.
And he's not gone. But baby, these 2 babies right here, this right here, he said, you know, not even knowing anything, nothing that was going on, happening or none of that. But this one right here, we was like, you know, Chance is bad. He was like, yeah, I want Cario to be 10 times worse. And baby, when I say this one right here, don't play no game. He don't play no game.
They are definitely their father.
Most definitely. So we see him in them. we see him in them. So he's most definitely not gone. His spirit lives on. His legacy lives on. He's never forgotten. He will never be forgotten. So we just gotta continue to be him in the flesh, basically.
Really come from nothing. Young nigga was thuggin'. Grew up on that block. Knew it was fucking hustling. He just tryna find his way up out the trenches, get a back.